Welcome to a brand new show, Stocks to Buy or Buy. Every Wednesday, I will look into your stocks that you let me know in the comments which I should look into. And why is this so important? Because I get so many messages, should I buy this stock, should I sell this stock? And I think that every week events are happening that make stocks quite interesting, and therefore we are looking into many of those every Wednesday. Welcome to the show, and let's roll. First, let's make this the most liked episode here on this channel by smashing the like button 2,000 times, okay? This is a piece of cake for you. I know that. I believe in you. You're strong. You're a strong smasher. So do this for the algorithm and for me. Now, the first one is an interesting one because it's Palantir. Palantir is this giant data monster, okay? They're having some real strengths in software, especially for US governments that, work with the data that the government produces and help them to make very, very educated decisions, which is very, very niche and special, okay? This company has a fantastic management. Like, for example, founder or co-founder Peter Thiel. I think that he's one of the smartest guys out there beside, Elon Musk and beside, for example, Shamas Palihapitiya. Now, what I think about the stock, if I'm putting now my shoes on as a stock investor, if I believe that, this political, back and forth is ongoing in the next 10 years, then I think Palantir has something very, very unique here. And therefore, I would say, even with a market cap that is somewhere almost at $22 billion and much less revenue than that, I would say it's a buy. The next stock is fantastic. It's the fantastic fruit, Apple. Yes, the new iPhone is out, and as of this recording, I don't know how it will look like, but I would predict it's the iPhone 5G that absolutely, blowing everything away in terms of how sexy this product, as always, is, right? And it's always the best iPhone that we ever did, right? I love that sentence. And make sure, guys, if you like this kind of series here, okay, on this channel, make sure to check out the membership, because with the membership, the second tier, you get access to our Discord channel. And exactly, if there's any hot stock out there that you should be aware of, then obviously we are discussing this internally in our membership. And if something comes up, then it makes it in the video sometimes or in the live stream. So make sure to check it out. And the third tier is even one-on-one with me, if you are interested to have me as your mentor, something that is very, very interesting. We can text every now and then, email, and we can talk about your ideas, your trades, and so on and so forth. So really worth to check it out. Now, I want to make sure that you understand that Apple is always a buy. Always a buy. Why? Now let's have a look what happened this year to Apple. If you're looking from October 2019 until now, through a crisis, Apple made 110%. Now, Apple was always a company that was very, very valuable, but also not that expensive, with a PE ratio of, 12, 16 maybe. And I think that what you having with Apple is one of a very financial strong company, amazing brand, but with the small risk of, there need to be innovation in the next couple of years, okay? First they were a computer company, then a music company, now a phone company. What else can they become, right? Is it the service company? Is it the augmented reality company? We don't know yet, right? And this is the small issue that I have with Apple. However, you can always buy Apple if you really want to have preserving your value. I think, apple is always a pretty good deal because, as you know, an apple a day keeps beers away. The next one is also very interesting because I think when Mr. Trump was catched by the health crisis, then you should see through all of the noise on the market and on the news what is happening. How can I benefit a trade out of this, okay? And if you are the president of the United States, then you are basically very, very welcome to try the very top-notch, edge, on the verge, you know, medication that is out there. And exactly this happened. He got a shot, between many other things, a shot of antibodies. And exactly this is produced by a company that is publicly listed, and this is Regeneron. Let's have a look what happened in the last week for Regeneron. And as you can see, it had a spike, okay? We moved the months of September quite flat, and then we had about a 10%, almost a 10% spike in the stock price since then. This is because he got this antibody shot that is obviously now something creating a kind of cult, okay? Because everyone who is now affected want obviously the same what the US president got, right? I mean, they will ask, I want to have the same by Regeneron, and obviously, you know, this is a huge sales opportunity for Regeneron to create turnover, yeah? So I think it's depending on what kind of investor you are. If you are a short-term investor, you know, talking about weeks and months into the next year, then definitely this is an interesting buy into the medical and health business side. As I don't invest into health companies or pharmaceutical companies, for me, it's a buy. The next one is, for me personally, a never buy, okay? A never buy because, look at this. I mean, General Electric dropped from about $13 to about now somewhere about 6.86, you know, somewhere in this region. Now, what happened to GE? Actually, there is a very, very important part that you need to know about GE, because one of the big short sellers, Marco, something with Polos, something with, he has a very, very Greek style name. However, you can Google him. This is not the main thing that we want to talk about his name. We want to talk about what he's actually saying. He did a report, and I make a vlog about this here on this channel, so just look for GE. It's a very old vlog from last year, but it's very nicely describing how GE actually is almost fraudulent. They somehow try to cover that they have so much obligations in their insurance business that they could go bust, okay? And if you have exactly this kind of things out there already, I would never touch a company, okay? Think about Wirecard or whatsoever. So I think, you know, this is something that you should be very, very aware of. And therefore, GE is for me a big, big goodbye, okay? Buy in terms of goodbye, forever goodbye, don't see you ever again, don't come near my portfolio. And therefore I think, you know, you should do the same maybe, or at least consider the same, because GE is definitely a no-no for me. And there's actually more. I think, you know, their business is very, very capital intensive, and I don't know how they really look in the next quarters hit by this huge health crisis. So this could be the final, you know, shot for them to really try to either innovate their business or die out. I will tell you now a name, and for sure you know what I'm directly talking about. The brand name is so ridiculously known, especially because of the very expensive cars of Rolls-Royce. But Rolls-Royce has also a huge airplane engine business, okay? And this is actually what happened to Rolls-Royce stock this week. Let's have a look into the last couple of days. The stock of Rolls-Royce absolutely, went nuts, okay? And everybody was asking what is happening with the stock. The stock gained, just from the 2nd October to the 12th October, 115%. Now, you might think, well, but how much they lost? Well, they come from a very, very high perspective, and so they are still down about 76%. So, opportunity or not? The question here is that, this company has something really, really good. They make very, very brilliant engines for many, many airplanes. Now, what happened that the stock went so much up? Well, there was this beauty of more and more economic good data that showed us, we might be in the peak of the second wave, which sounds that, sometime we can go back to travel, so airlines will order new airplanes, so Rolls-Royce will benefit by selling engines. Now, on the other side, you have also this news about this Mach 3 airplanes with the Space and Virgin Galactic partnership. Obviously, this was quite good for them. And also, think about that. Mr. Donald Trump want to push the aid from the stimulus package for airlines. Obviously, then, they have some money to spend on new airplanes, and this was the cause of this really extreme jump for the Rolls-Royce stock. Now, I personally believe this is a high-risk trade because the airline industry is very, very affected, obviously, because of the whole travel industry. And you have to imagine the following. While the airplanes and the capacity of the airlines are still very low, they need some time to come back, but then also you have to imagine what is the first thing that airlines will do. Well, they will cancel their order, they will stop ordering new airplanes, so it can be quite tricky. And I think also the current deal that Rolls-Royce got for financing shows you how badly affected this company is, so I'm thinking that this is rather a good buy.